Hi guys! So today's video is going to be a little bit of a different video. It is going to be a video with my tips on how to look more awake when you're really not feeling yourself. Sometimes we don't get the best night's sleep, or we're busy with school or work, or some people are new moms and have young kids and can't take a lot of time for themselves. So I wanted to give you guys my tips and tricks and things that I like to do when I'm really not feeling myself that day. We should never ever have to jeopardize looking awake and feeling great about ourselves, but you know, sometimes we just don't feel like sitting down and doing a lot of makeup and putting a lot of time and effort into ourselves. So hopefully these tricks and tips will help you guys with that. So if you want to see what I like to do when I'm really not feeling the most awake or like myself, then just keep on watching. So first and foremost, I think it is super important to start out with a clean and fresh base. You're always going to want to wash your face to get rid of the excess nasty oils, but when you're not feeling the greatest, or you're not feeling like yourself, or you're really extremely tired in the morning, washing your face can be perfect to kind of rejuvenate you and make you feel more awake. What I like to do sometimes is towards the very end of washing my face, I'll just splash some cold water or like get cold water in my hands and just dab it all over my face. It feels really great. It is super refreshing and it'll help close up your pores a little bit. This feels super great, especially when I have to wake up at like 6 in the morning to get ready to go to work for 8 o'clock or 9 o'clock. It just feels really nice because at that time I don't want to get out of bed. Quite frankly, I could have kept sleeping for a little bit. So the next thing that you can do to make yourself feel and look more awake is to use an illuminating base. Now L'Oreal has the Magic Lumi Primer, which you could use underneath your foundation to kind of make your skin look a lot glowier and brighter, or you could mix a highlighter in with your foundation. Now this is not something that I typically do, only because I am a very oily person, and I find if I use something that's a little bit more highlighting as my base, I tend to look a lot more oily during the day. Now some people like that look, some people like looking more dewy even when they have oily skin, but it's not necessarily my thing. Being completely matte when you're feeling sleepy and your skin doesn't look so awake can make you look older and more tired. So definitely having an illuminating base or a nice glow to your skin really helps with that. Like I said, I don't like to do that because I find it makes me much more oily throughout the day. But if that is something that you like, then by all means, go ahead and do that. So this step is something that I do every single day, regardless of if I'm well rested or not very rested at all. And I think it is super important just for an everyday makeup routine, but especially when you're tired. And that is highlighting underneath your eyes. You can use a highlighting stick like the Maybelline Dream Lumi Touch, which is what I use pretty much all the time. I use the one in Ivory. They also have Radiant Rose and a couple other shades. Or you can use a lighter concealer. The Maybelline Age Rewind is perfect for this, but you could use any concealer that you would like. And by putting this underneath your eyes, typically I like to go underneath my eye and kind of down into a triangular shape, will really help to just open up your eye area and make you look more awake. It is something that I do every single day, doesn't matter if I'm tired or if I'm super well rested. It just helps to really open up your eye area, especially if you have dark circles. Sometimes we put our foundation on and it doesn't cover everything, so by putting a highlighter or a lighter concealer underneath your eyes just really helps to open everything up, brighten everything up, and make you look like you got a ton of sleep, when in reality you may have only gotten like 1 to 2, maybe 3 hours of sleep. So it really helps. And if you want to brighten up the rest of your face, you can kind of hit the high points of your face, so around your mouth, on your chin, up and down your nose. You may have just highlighted underneath your eyes and everything, but you still want to bring some color back to your face. You don't just want to put a foundation on or a BB cream and a little bit of a highlighter and then just set your face and go. You really want to bring back some dimension to your face. So what I like to do is I go in with my bronzer and I just kind of start to contour. Now you don't have to contour, you could just bronze, but you definitely want to like contour or bronze up your cheek, around your temples and whatnot, just to kind of bring back some color to your face. You want to add a little bit of dimension, because if you don't, you're just going to look flat. And by looking flat, you can look a lot more tired than you actually are. So if we bring some dimension back to the face, we're adding some shadows, we're making everything look a lot nicer. And because you've already highlighted, you're going to have like your shadows and your bright spots. So you're going to look awake and you're going to have some dimension to your face. However, I wouldn't just contour and then walk away. Adding a pink blush to your cheeks is really going to help make you look more awake than you already are. It's going to bring a flush back to your face. It's going to add just a little bit of color. Now, sticking to the pinks is a little bit better than sticking to a coral or a darker blush. The pink just helps brighten everything up, gives you a nice and natural looking flush. Use a powder blush, or you could use a blush in a stick form and just kind of dab it to the cheeks and wherever you want it, and just kind of bring that color back to your face. Well, when I'm tired, I don't like to skip out on my eyeshadow. I still like to do some eyeshadow just because, I don't know, eyeshadow just completes my day, but I want to stay away from something that is too dark. Using darker colors on your eyes when you're feeling tired is just going to make your eyes look heavy and small. We definitely want to stay away from that when we're tired and we're not feeling ourselves. You want to make your eyes look big and open, because big open eyes screams I'm awake. So my favorite palette to go to when I'm tired and I need my eyes to look a little bit bigger and I want to use lighter colors is my Naked 3 palette. The Naked 3 palette has tons of beautiful rose gold shades, and there are quite a few lighter colors in there. So it's perfect for when you're feeling a little bit tired. So what I like to do is start off with Limit. I take Limit on a big fluffy brush and I just kind of put that into my crease as a bit of a transition color. Then after I've blended that all out into my crease, I go ahead and I pick up Nooner with a smaller blending brush. Nooner is still a pink color, but it's a little bit deeper, but it's not too deep to the point where your eyes are going to begin to look heavy. So I just like to put that over into my crease again and really blend it out. It's not too dark, like I said, so it's not going to make my eyes look too heavy. Then for the lid, I still want to keep it light. So I go in with the color Strange. Strange is a really light pink color, closer to a white, and it is matte. So I put that all over my lid. Now, sometimes using too many matte colors when you're feeling a little sleepy and your eyes look tired isn't the greatest and not the most flattering. So what I did is I reached for a shimmery color in my Maybelline The Nudes palette, applied it to my finger, and then dabbed that all over the crease. Really just helps open up your eyes and give you the appearance of looking a lot more awake. I am a sucker for cat eyeliner and eyeliner of any sorts, and for you guys who have been watching my channel for a while, you definitely know that. But when I'm really tired, I tend to stay away from the cat eye or any sort of eyeliner, because sometimes it makes me look a little bit more tired and it just weighs my lid down. But it's kind of like a catch-22, because doing a cat eye can really elongate your eyes and open them up. But for this one, we're staying away from the cat eye. But I still like to use a little bit of eyeliner. So just taking a regular old black pencil, I will go ahead and line just very lightly around my eyelashes on the top lash line. This just really helps to darken up that lash area and make your lashes appear fuller. Fuller lashes, in my opinion, are going to make your eyes look a lot bigger. Then, to take it one step further, I will line my tight line. The tight line is just pretty much the line underneath your eyelashes, and I will just take my black pencil and do that as well. Some people are not comfortable doing this, and it can be really scary getting that close to your eye. But if you are okay doing it, I highly suggest doing it, because it will open up the eye. It'll make your eyelashes look a little bit darker and a little bit fuller, therefore opening up the eye. Now, for the bottom lash line, I do like to take a brown color and kind of smoke out the bottom lash line a little bit. If you leave it completely blank, sometimes it can look a little bit smaller and squintier and your eyes kind of just get a little bit lost. So by putting a color underneath that, you are opening up the eye a little bit more and defining it. I like to stick to a soft brown for this, so I just went in and used my Hoola bronzer again, because it's not too dark, but it's not too light, and it's just going to give you a little bit of something. Now, if you want to take it one step further, you can line your waterline, but avoid blacks or any dark colors. That's going to close your eye, make it look smaller and more tired. We want to stay away from looking more tired and look more awake. So if you have a nude eyeliner, I would really suggest using a nude liner, or I like to use a highlighting pencil. Now I use my Benefit Highbrow Glow, I believe it is, and that just really helps to add a little bit of something and kind of open up your eyes. Now this is my favorite part, moving along to mascara. When I'm feeling a little bit tired, I like to load the mascara on my lashes because I like to have my eyes look a little bit defined, and the perfect way to do that is with what's framing your eyes, your eyelashes. So I will use a bunch of coats of a bunch of different mascaras, but today I'm sticking to two. I'm using my CoverGirl Clump Crusher in the green tube and my L'Oreal Voluminous Millions of Excess Lashes. I personally think that these mascaras work perfect together. The CoverGirl kind of helps lengthen, and then the L'Oreal Voluminous helps voluminize. And I really like using these together, so I'll just coat a whole bunch onto my eyes and then bam, I'm looking more awake already. Don't worry if you get mascara all over your eyelid like I did. You can easily clean that up by taking your blending brush and kind of blending it out. And last but not least, we want to put a color onto our lips. We want to do what we've been doing before and stay away from dark colors, but use something light. So you could go with a nude, or what I like to do is go with a really light pink. Now my CoverGirl, yeah, I think it's CoverGirl, the Smoochie's lip gloss is perfect. It's not a lip gloss, but it's like a tinted lip balm, but it actually has really good pigmentation to it. So I like to use this one because it's not overwhelming, but it's not super sheer to the point where it doesn't look like you have anything on your lips. It does give you a little bit of color. So that is going to be it for my tricks and tips on how to look a little bit more awake when you're really not feeling yourself or you're super tired. I hope you guys enjoyed this video and that I wasn't too rambly. If you did enjoy this video, give it a thumbs up, and if you haven't subscribed, please do. That way you'll know when I have new videos up, and it helps me out a lot. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!